A lot of people have asked me if I would do an update on my garden down here in Arizona. So we started with our concrete board raised beds. And we did this about October 7th, 8th. And as you can see, over about 7 weeks, it has just really grown into a spectacular garden. We have our towers, and I have, like, this is baby bok choy along with the flowers. And all of the plants, except for the potato space, have grown great. No potatoes. But the tomatoes are really growing. You can see these are some grape tomatoes. They're setting well. And then I have different sizes and different types of other regular tomatoes also. But in these 3 beds, we have tomatoes and we have lettuce, ginger, peppers, cabbage, broccolis, cauliflowers, peppers. And we have just really enjoyed watching it grow so fast. See how those tomatoes are really getting some size to them. Some baby tomatoes, just in case I need to plant some more tomatoes. But we are liking the combination of the towers, the 3 towers, and the concrete raised beds. You can see this tomato right here is over 32 inches tall. They have gone over the top. Now this is the back garden. And we planted this afterwards. I put it together. I put some soil amendments in there, made the areas for the different beds before we planted. And now it is 7 weeks later, and the plants are just huge. From the broccolini to the corn to the tomatoes, it has just been great. And we have started harvesting the broccolini. Now broccolini is like broccoli, only it doesn't make the huge heads. Now the broccoli in the front in the raised beds is regular broccoli. But the corn is up to my waist, and I really credit the warm nights for that. I told Joe I'd be happy if the corn was knee-high by Veterans Day, and it surpassed that. The different cabbages, the red and the regular green cabbages. We have beets. Now I love beets. I love the tops. I love the beets. I love pickled beets. Joe only likes pickled beets. That's the only kind he likes, but that's just something he likes. The herbs are really growing. I have trimmed those basils over and over again, but I have to say, this is the best cilantro I have ever grown, ever. Most of the time in Wyoming, it starts to grow beautifully, and then it bolts. There's some zucchinis growing, and I have zucchinis scattered different spots because we really enjoy zucchini and we do a lot of things with them. But I am just loving the combination of colors, textures. These are the cucumbers. They're starting to climb the fence. Some Swiss chard. The peas that are climbing up. Inside there is loofahs. But they're just beautiful plants, and I really think we're going to have some good harvest from them. Now I have pumpkins. Both of these plants are different kinds of squashes and pumpkins. There's okra. And this is my largest pumpkin plant right now. It's starting to send the runners out, so I'll keep you updated on how that does. And I think the sandy soil can be really great. Now these are some aguavis that I actually moved yesterday into the new flower bed, and you'll see them later. But the plants look great. They look healthy. The growth is just really extraordinary. I am really surprised actually at how well they are growing. But I think it's just that combination. The amendments that I added to the soil. The sandy soil is very drainable. And everything I saw, these are some other peppers. They're just starting to flower on these ones. And these are hot peppers, so I might have to send some to Kevin at Lazy Pond Farms and Tim at Ridge Life to see what they think of those hot peppers. But overall, I have to say it is a great garden so far this year. We planted it earlier than last year. Now, these are my onion plants. They were actually plants when I put them in, probably about a week and a half ago. They come from Dixondale Farms, and I've really enjoyed them. Now, this was our project from yesterday. when we made the new flower beds, and we dug it out, we trenched it, we made it so that it had a sprinkler system that Joe built. The video was up yesterday. And this is what it looks like today. Just beautiful. And we have a combination of perennials, biannuals, and annuals. So the perennials will just get larger and larger and larger. The biannuals, like these hollyhocks, will reseed themselves. The annuals I will have to replace. But we have 3 banana trees, and so I'm just totally excited about that. And I moved my pygmy palm. And that was the reason for this garden in the first place. But I think it's going to be a great addition to our yard. Now around the porch, we have like petunias. And these are wave petunias. And so they will literally cascade down and all the way to the floor. They'll just be spectacular. And I just keep turning it because it flowers more on the sunny side. So I just keep turning it around so that we're getting flowers on everything. And then I just like to have some whimsical stuff. My Christmas cactus is blooming. And I got some plants from a neighbor, a new friend. And so these succulents are just spectacular. It was so kind of her to give them to me. And then, of course, my towers. I have a total of 7 towers. 3 when you first come in the driveway. 3 around the concrete, the cement board raised beds. And then 1 in the back with the strawberries. But I hope everybody enjoys this little update of my Arizona garden. And I'll see you next time.